All right, guys, let's take it to our news and rumors roundup.
Yeah, this is a rumors roundup, Lena. There is no news.
There is no news. We covered all that already.
Baby.
All right, so we'll go to number 1. Can Shea play in 2018, James?
All right, so we're giving this one a 3 Harbaugh head, and we all know what the 3 Harbaugh head means. That one's pretty likely, Lena. And so let's talk about what that means, the Harbaugh head. So right now, Shay Patterson, not eligible to play in 2018 per normal NCAA rules, and hasn't even filed, that we reported a few weeks ago, his appeal paperwork. Now, his lawyer has said multiple times in the past 3 or 4 weeks that they want to work with Michigan instead of trying to file their own thing. Michigan filed their own one. So what's holding it up is this guy, the same lawyer, the one we've talked about that represents Houston, former Ole Miss coach Houston Nutt in his lawsuit against Ole Miss, he's representing all these players. His name is Thomas Mars out of Arkansas, and he is basically scouring their text message history, their DM history, their email history, and just getting screenshots of everything on this one. And so that is the most interesting thing. But it sounds like they are going to provide all kinds of evidence with communications with Hugh Freeze, and we'll show. We've got some screenshots here. I'm not sure if we're going to show them or not, but basically what's already been put out there and uncovered is these screenshots of Shay Patterson saying, hey, Coach Freeze told me to other recruits that it's all good. It happened before they got here. Nothing's going on, etc. And that Freeze actually told the same recruits, hey, check out this article. It says it's not our fault. So they're going to make this claim that they were misled for months and months and months. It's mostly guys in the 2016 recruiting class, this big class that Patterson that came in. So sounds like they are going to file this soon. And with that being said, Lena, Thomas Mars said we will know whether Shea will be able to play by late March, early April. So he will go into spring practice knowing whether or not he will be eligible for come out of spring practice knowing whether or not he will be eligible in 2018. The quarterback. It's going to be a fun spring no matter what. But this is probably the biggest thing we're going to be talking about all spring long.
All right, let's quickly take it to our rumor or meter scale. 0 Harbaugh heads means fake news, okay? Totally false. 1 Harbaugh head, small shred of truth. 2 Harbaugh heads, people are talking, James. 3 Harbaugh heads, pretty likely. And 4 Harbaugh heads means FACK, fact. Let's take it to our next bit of rumor. I guess I could say here, Pep, was he promoted?
Well, it's no longer a rumor. I know we said it's not news and rumor, but, most people don't scour the Michigan directory to find out whether people's names have changed. Michigan hasn't officially announced this, but you go into the directory, you see all of a sudden this change was made in the last couple of days. All of a sudden he is now the wide receiver coach, got a new title. I'm not a fan of it. Michigan wide receivers. He was the wide receivers coach this year, by the way. There was no wide receivers coach, so he already had the job, but they're adding to his title, and Michigan wide receivers were brutal this year. Bad routes, poor route tree. So this is happening. Pep is staying, gets a promotion. No more money, but we already talked about it. If he's got his job in 2 weeks, he's getting a $400,000 bonus. So this is what's going on. I don't get it, Lena. And let's go. I don't even want to talk about Pep Hamilton anymore.
All right, let's take it to our third bit of rumor here. Harbaugh reached out to Jed Fisch. Is this true, James?
Well, the people are talking. It's a 2 Harbaugh head here because only one person's reporting that. That's Rivals.com. They kind of did their Thursday, Wednesday inside recruiting and Michigan football news update in the last 24 hours. So I didn't really hear about this myself, so I really can't give it too much more than that. But they basically said, Harbaugh's talked to everybody. Reach out to Jed. Ask Jed would he come back with what do you consider now. He is an offensive assistant with the Rams now, so he did not get a better job than Michigan's offensive coordinator or passing game coordinator. And the next rumor we're going to talk about here, this is the reason why multiple people for the last 18 months or so have said Fisch wasn't even at Michigan to begin with in 2017. So let's talk about number 4.
And that's it. Fisch and Drevno. Do they have beef?
Well, I'm going to give this one a 3 Harbaugh head here, Lena. This is a pretty likely one. So we were told about this. Why would Jed Fisch leave for what kind of seemed to be a lateral move to UCLA in what was clear was going to be the final year under Jim Mora Jr. They were programming going down 6-5, 6-6 seasons for multiple years. Mora was in the hot seat in 16. Why would you go to that program? You're not going to really have too much of an opportunity to advance. You're not going to get the head coaching job if he gets fired. So it didn't make a lot of sense. He made less money by going there than he was making at Michigan. So what we've heard for a year, and then with him not coming back after Jim Harbaugh reached out, is that there was some serious disconnect in who was calling the plays and what plays they were going to run. And ultimately, Tim Drevno with the higher title and the friendship and relationship with Jim Harbaugh kind of overruled. Fisch got mad and he went on. And I actually think that Michigan's quarterback wide receiver play took a big step back this year without Fisch there and Pep Hamilton and Drevno being on it.
All right, I think most people would agree. Let's take it to our next bit of rumor news. Harbaugh, Reese, they meet yesterday.
Oh, baby, this is FACK. We've heard all all kinds of things. Otis Reese 2 weeks ago in Michigan at the University of Michigan for his official visit. Went to Georgia, like we reported earlier this week, for his official there just 5-6 days ago. Signing day is 5 days away, Lena. Jim Harbaugh got the last word, was there with Chris Partridge, Michigan's best recruiter yesterday, the guy who will kind of be formerly the linebacker coach. Now he'll be with them. So big time news there. Michigan got the last word in with Otis Reese. Been committed to him for 18 months. All
right, last news we got for you guys. Is someone selling fake news on Otis Reese?
Well, this is we're giving like a 2 Harbaugh head because there's not nothing really to report, but someone is going to come out as selling fake news. It's either Rivals or 24/7. Rivals came out yesterday. A guy named Brandon Brown, been there for a while, the recruiting guy. He said, Lena, hearing things are going the other way. He is now predicting that Otis Reese is going to head to Georgia, and then within hours, 24/7 Sports and multiple one of their guys and the guys who cover Michigan said, oh, no, this isn't true at all. Reese is coming to Michigan. Our sources say this. Their sources say that. I always have had this kind of feeling, thought, Lena, that none of these guys have really any sources, but that they do a good job. That's why they get paid. People pay $10 a month for these services because they do provide some good information. But if one's saying this, one's saying that, I think they're both just kind of taking a wild guess here at this point, trying to be right. So nothing really going on with Reese. We're not going to find out before Wednesday morning. Anything you read, I think, would be a fake news if someone says he's going here, he's going there. I don't think anyone knows but Reese and a small circle of his people, friends, coaches, whoever it is. All
right, just 6 news and rumors for you guys today. So that means that's the Michigan football report. We're going to loop it all back for you. We have exclusive interviews with some future Michigan men. We took a look at Tom Brady's legendary last 3 games at Michigan and much, much more. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.